Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Cybersix, episodes 7 through 10. Yeah, we're doing 4 episodes today, just because it's been a little bit since we got to this, and I want to kind of catch up with this series and kind of get it, I don't want to say finished, because that makes it sound like I just want to get it over with, but it's like I enjoy this, I enjoy it, I enjoy this show. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I do want to move on to other things as well. There's other things I have planned for these slots that I want to be able to get to, so we gotta be able to continue on. As for what's coming up, as always, have no clue. I don't know anything really to go on with this. I'm still wondering if, why is his name escaping me? The other guy, though, if he's gonna ever find out that Adrian is Cybersix. Yeah, I just can't think of his name at the moment. I assume he probably does in the comics that this is based off of, but I don't know, with this show only having gotten this one season and everything and never moving past that, it's hard to say. But yeah, I don't know too much about where this is going to go at all. I don't know. I can assume we're going to see some of the monsters that are in the opening that we still haven't seen. I assume we're going to get to more of the bratty little kid clone. Yeah. I don't know. Otherwise, we'll find out. So let's just get this started. Why waste any more time, right? So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, or episodes, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Hey everyone, Connie here. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, funny thing. After I recorded the reaction, I was checking up on a couple things on Facebook and stuff, and I almost completely forgot to actually record the afterthoughts because I started getting, like, distracted. So it's like, it's been I don't know, 10 minutes since I finished recording the reaction. I don't have too much to talk about because I think I gave all my main thoughts in the reaction itself. But the big thing to definitely mention is that the threats are getting bigger, and we are getting to the end of the series. There's only like, what, 3 episodes after this? Something like that. So it would make sense that the threats have started to get bigger, started to get more dangerous and more just overall harder for Cybersix to fight, especially alone. You have the gargoyles, you have the werewolves, you have this eye. All of them have proven to be bigger challenges for Cybersix than anything from the past. And I like that. I appreciate the escalation there, because it helps make it feel more natural. And the gargoyles and the werewolves, well, the alpha, were sent by the main bad guy, the evil scientist dude, without Jose's, like, input, basically. Jose had no control over them, had nothing to do with them. Because at this point, the mad scientist dude, he's starting to get sick of Jose. But he does end up giving him another chance with the eye. He sends the eye to Jose and tells him to basically test it out. But once Jose starts taking things too far, he demands to have it sent back. Unfortunately, Jose kind of decides to betray him right then. And at the end of the episode, by the way, it seemed like he was going to continue to give Jose more chances, which that part kind of irritates me a little bit. It's like he flat out betrayed you, dude. No, he should be on your hit list as well now. Um, but yeah, he flat out betrayed him and decided to basically just have his run of Meridiana and use the eye to have fun and everything and take everybody's basically their consciousness. Um, and yeah, in the end, Cybersix had to use the liquid nitrogen to be able to take it down. Um, I, I think that it seemed a little too easy though, because it's like there's no way there was enough liquid nitrogen in that canister to take down that massive fucking eyeball. It was too big at that point, but you know, cartoon logic basically. Um, yeah, it's just we're getting to the end game, and I assume that means we're going to have a fight with the mad scientist. He's probably going to beef himself up somehow. That's probably going to be the final fight. So having these bigger, stronger enemies kind of building up to that really makes it feel like a bigger deal. Um, they are still playing around with the romance between Cybersix and Lucas. Yeah, like even in that last episode there, they almost kissed, um, kind of unintentionally because he was literally out of his mind, um, and he didn't even remember doing it afterwards. But still, yeah, they almost kissed, and it's kind of been playing around with that. Even in the werewolf one, Adrian showed notable jealousy when he started when Lucas started hanging around. I can't think of her name. The Alpha. I'll just call her the Alpha. But yeah, when he started hanging around her before Adrian knew that she was the Alpha, um, she was mad jealous. You could see it in her face. And it's like, yeah, they keep playing around with this romance, and I don't know if they're going to actually deliver on it. Because, again, with this only being the one season, with it only being, or with I think it was canceled. So it's like they might never have just gotten around to it when they could have. There might have been plans to in the future, but with it being canceled, yeah, I guess wouldn't have been able to. Which sucks because there is good chemistry there. They legitimately have very good romantic chemistry with each other. And it just makes sense. Everything kind of feels like it's building to that, but at the same time, it's like they haven't actually done anything with it, and it sucks. At least nothing big. Um, but the story is still definitely more about Cyber 6 trying to defeat all these enemies and truly escape from her past and gain the freedom to just be herself. Um, Even if the romance angle doesn't pan out in the end, I am wondering if Lucas will find out that Adrian is Cybersix. I'm wondering if the identity will be revealed. Because I would like at least one or the other to happen. If he doesn't find out about the identity, I would like him to. I would still like a romance to happen. Um, and if the romance doesn't happen, I would still like the identity to be found out. And I think the romance could happen even with the identity being found out because he'd be more in the romance with Cyber 6, not Adrian, who he still at this point thinks is, male. um, but yeah, it's like, I definitely can't wait to see how this ends. There's only 3 more episodes, again, like I said, I believe. I think it's only 3. Because I think there was like, I had one, there were like, originally I was going to do 3 episodes today. Then I decided to just bump it up to 4, and I believe that when I was going to do 3, there was like 4 after that, and it's like, okay, I'll just finish it next time with the last 4. But now if I did 4 this time, then there would be 3 left for next time. In which I will be doing the last 3 episodes together to finish it. By the way, like that is happening. Um, but yeah, it's like I'm just really interested to see how this series ends. This is a really good classic superhero cartoon, and it sucks that it's not that well known. I'm glad that the ones who do know it are passionate about it and have made like great fan art and stuff. And like, there's even this video I found on YouTube that I've been waiting to watch until after I finish it for obvious reasons. I don't want to be spoiled on anything that happens in these last episodes. But it basically I can actually look up the title right now because I have it saved here. It's called Cybersix and the Superhero Model Under Queer Time. Basically, it's talking how there is like obviously some LGBTQ plus related stuff kind of in there. Or like, I mean, just with the what's it? Crap. Transvestitism. My mind has been blanking on a lot of things. Just with the transvestitism, which again, cross-dressing. If you don't like the term transvestite, even with just that, with Adrian, it's like there's still stuff in there that relates to the community. And it's just really interesting. And I'm really interested to hear what that person has to say about that. And it's not like this show was like this big beacon in the old days for LGBT stuff. No, it's like that's pretty much it. It's mainly just Cybersix kind of like switching between identifying as a female as she is, and then pretending to be male as her secret identity and everything. That's pretty much it. So it's not like this is some kind of like hidden gem of a LGBTQ plus series or anything. No. I mean, it's not like it's Steven Universe or something like that that really goes strong into that stuff. Hell, Star Versus had more LGBT representation. But nonetheless, there is still something there, and it does kind of set a precedence for stuff in the future. Because when this came out, like, that stuff was even more unheard of, especially in this kind of show. So it's like it kind of like, I feel, gave a lot of ideas on how that could be portrayed in the future. And I'm not even saying it necessarily directly inspired anything for the current day. I'm just saying it could have given some people ideas for those who have seen it, because I don't know how popular or well known the comics are. I just don't know. But either way. Moving on, I did also mention in the reaction that they haven't mentioned the entire thing with Cybersix drinking the enemy's essence since the very first episode. It was like it was brought up, and I was told, like, in the comics and all, it's like she's like drinking their blood or something like that, and more vampire-like. Or no, I think instead of like it turning into vials, she like drinks it straight from them. Something like that. Either way, they have not touched on that again. And I don't know if it was because they wanted to focus on other stuff during this series, during the cartoon, or if I don't know if they had to rush getting some things out, or if the production schedule was messed up, or I don't know. But either way, it's like it never really came back. It was a thing like at the very beginning, and that's it. It's a little disappointing because I would have been interested to learn more about that. Maybe it'll come up again in these final episodes, but I don't know. Either way, this would be a fantastic series to reboot. In modern animation with modern day voice actors and all of that stuff. Like, this could be a fantastic modern series. And they could go in a lot more places with it. I think I've talked about this before. They could go a lot more in depth with all kinds of stuff. And definitely they could do more LGBT stuff. They could definitely go deeper into the entire cross-dressing aspect of it. They could do a lot more action, put a lot more focus on it, have a little bit better pacing, stuff like that. I would love to see what they could do with a modern remake of this. Um, I think it could be great. But for what we're getting, I'm really enjoying what we're getting either way. And I'm hoping that these last few episodes do impress as much as the series in general has. Because if you remember, the entire reason I wanted to check out the series in the first place was just because of the opening. The opening is so epic and cool. It's like I wanted to see if the series could match it, and it has in a lot of ways. It's not perfect by any means. It definitely is not perfect. But it definitely has impressed me in a way I did not honestly think it would. So I've got to give it massive credit for that, and I'm really enjoying it. And I like the characters, like even the bad guys. Even though like Jose is a twerpy little dipshit, I still enjoy him. He's fun to watch, and especially fun to watch fail. I like Data 7. I like Cybersix. I like everyone pretty much. They're all fun characters, even if they're just characters who are only there for an episode or two or aren't that important to the story. I still enjoy seeing it nonetheless. Um, but either way, that's about all I've got for today. Like I said, we will be doing the final few episodes in one video. I don't know when we're going to get to it, whenever we can, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we should be getting to the other stuff this week as well. We should be able to get to Digimon now that My Hero is finished. We should be able to get to more Miraculous and, you know, yada yada. We should be able to get to everything this week, hopefully. I can't promise that, and I'm not going to promise that, but that is my hope. That is my desire with this week, that I want to at least get to one episode at least of everything. We're already halfway there. Again, we've already done My Hero, and we've already done this, so it's like, really, we're halfway there. All we have left is Miraculous. Digimon, technically, if you want to count that, even though that's replacing My Hero, so it's technically the same slot. And so you have Digimon, you have Harley Quinn, and Miraculous that we still need to get to. I'm probably going to prioritize Miraculous next, because I do want to get to more of that. We've been doing Harley Quinn, and again, we just finished My Hero, so Digimon is just going to be starting, so yeah. Either way. Yeah, so tell me what you thought down in the comments below of these episodes. And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.